Attack damage of 18 hearts. Crit bonus and draw speed and arrow speed, and it's massive. And then these are the new bolts that you've just put in, which
they're the old bolts.
These are the old bolts.
Yeah.
Okay, and they have 192 ammo. Yep. Do they have got a mossy, so they regenerate?
Yeah. I made 2 because if it goes all the way down to 0, you have to repair it with a medallion.
Oh, with full-on repair. Does it hurt?
Yeah, I'm down to 3.5 hearts. You were driving. We've crashed.
Crash landed.
Crash landed. Oh, look.
Woohoo! Yeah. See you later, world. I have landed successfully on the space. Hey, oh man! I just floated off it. I didn't want to. Man, the gravity. Now then, welcome back to another episode of The Blaze Inside. Nemson burns bright on this one. That was a cross
blazing.
There was so many different things all crossed together. Why are you inside me? Get out of me.
Because I'm the ego that grew. Ah!
Your bare, naked ego. Just get out and fly away. Now then, welcome back to another episode of Revenge of the CTeam. Today I am joined by the one and only Mr. Slime, who's currently ablaze all the time.
I am, yeah.
It's Ego!
I am literally all the time.
Always ablaze,
I'm a
always ablaze. He's always ablaze. So, Mr. Blaze, how have you been making a wood farm being ablaze? How are you getting there? Is it finding that?
Basically, if you hold number 1 on my telephone, you now get the Chief Fire Brigade Officer.
Uh-huh.
I made a lot of burn-ins.
Speed dialing. So, this is the original farm that we had.
It is.
And you decided to give it a bit of an upgrade. But this doesn't look upgraded, the viewers are saying.
It wasn't... See, some person that I play like video games with decided to upgrade his power supply.
Yeah, making the sand power supply. Yeah, upgraded to 8 times power.
Didn't think to inform the the power management of the
charcoal
base.
Creation man. Yep.
The C. I can't do the.
I'm gonna start walking down while you're trying to think of something funny to say.
I'm just trying to give myself like an official title, the Charcoal Creation Man. The CCM. I'm the CCM.
The CCM captain.
There we go.
Captain of the CCM.
Yeah, so you didn't think to tell me, which is fair enough. It happens, I hate you for it. And all
I
that.
didn't know your charcoal production was going to be so weak. I thought it was amazing.
I know. I thought it was amazing too. So yeah, it didn't. We didn't keep up, did we?
And
so
now
I decided
you are.
I had a little mess around. I upgraded the furnaces. I went from 3 furnaces. No, what did I do? 6 to 12 to these nether furnaces, which.
So we've gone from 6 furnaces to 12 furnaces. Yeah. And these furnaces are more efficient.
They are. They're twice sufficient. But if you stand on the pad,
a teleporter.
Do it now, quick, while the trees are chopping down. You will be greeted with a block of wood.
Because all of the stocks are full. Everything is full. The charcoal is full, people. So we won't chop anything down until it uses some charcoal. That's what it does.
We have 3 of these.
You've got a chamber over here which is birch, the chamber here which is oak, and a chamber over here which is more oak.
Yep. So the original plan was to have 1 as spruce, but we don't actually have a spruce sapling.
Not yet, dear boy, not yet. But we shall get one, Captain. We shall get one. And you've got quite a lot of cool stuff going on around here, piping and cabling and powering and stuff.
I couldn't tell you where it goes.
Basically, you've got 2 B-space barrels here. One that I'm using the other end of the B-space barrel. And
that's the one that says NEMS power, by the way.
Yeah.
I was just checking, just in case.
And the other one is just for fuel of the furnaces up above.
It's for the up above.
For the Up top. Up top. That's what it is. That's what it says. Okay, that's cool. Oh, and
and this is my lovely dump
you've got
chest.
a dump chest. And I'm going to take the biofossils, the plant fossils, and the relic scraps. And this awesome thing that you have found. The scarab gem.
Right.
And the skulls, why not?
Now, right, I'm not up to date with all the scarab things, but if we put that in a temple, does that like bring the Scorpion King to life? Because if we're going to meet Dwayne Johnson, I need to brush my hair.
Kind of.
I was kind of joking.
Kind of yes is the answer. Wow. There is a way to summon the boss, and it does require that scarab. That scarab is quite useful to do many things.
Sweet.
So more scarabs the better, really.
Cool.
It kind of unlocks the mod. The mod's okay on its own. It does quite a lot of stuff on its own. But that scarab unlocks, like, the wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff.
Oh, the wibbly... Oh, that's the best stuff. Yeah. The wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey.
Oh, man, I have emptied this chest so many times.
Which chest? Where are you?
The DNA... The sand and the DNA is just wrecking it. That I've got so much DNA from so many from so many fossils for so many dinos now that I think I've got at least one of everything because I don't seem to be getting any new stuff. I've got 6 velociraptors and 10 triceratops and all that kind of stuff. So we can start making some dinosaurs.
Have you got a Diplodocus?
Yes, a Brachiosaurus.
No. A Diplodocus.
Yeah, I've got a Mosasaurus.
Have you got a Daposaurus?
Yes.
Fine then. God.
I got it all, baby. I got it all. But the one thing I didn't have was a scarab, and we'll get to that another day. We'll use that another day. We've got all sorts of other bits and pieces, fancy stuff. But today, we're not doing fossils and archaeology.
My scarab.
Your scarab is awesome. Get me some more.
I'm the Scorpion King.
We're going to hail... Oh, man. Can we get away from this tree farm now? Can we use the other teleporter and head on over to the experience farm?
Okay.
Because I would like to say it's quieter over there, but I'm not so sure it is, actually. But we shall see. Okay, so teleport over to this place, right?
I'm over here.
This... I've got a couple of sound mufflers in here, right?
What? Can't hear you.
This is far enough away from the village so that as soon as you go back to the village, all of these mobs here despawn. So that's kind of the off switch. You leave, it turns off. You arrive, it turns on. It's that simple. Alright, we've got skeleton spawners up above. I did lay it out kind of in the last episode. I was figuring it out in last episode, but for the viewers' case, here we go, look. There are, I think it's 9... it may actually be 12 skeleton spawners wrapped up there, so the skeletons can spawn. They fall into water streams, the water streams push them down out of range of the spawner, so the spawners carry on producing, and the skeletons just fall down there into the hole. They fall down there into the hole with just their legs exposed, and then we can kill them quite easily. We've got half slab below and half slab above, so they can't go anywhere, they can't do anything. And we get a ton of drops. I even managed to get an enchantment on this, which is an XP boost 2 on this diamond sword, which means that I can level up. I'm on 0 now. Let it fill up a little bit. What? You've got a Witherbane. Where did you get that from? You just picked that up. Nice. That's a good sword. There's more swords.
Are they the...
What?
Oh, no, they're not. Yeah, they are. They are.
Yeah, they're the proper Tinker's Hearts. I wanted to get a full set of those each.
We've got thing as well. We've got some bones over at the...
Yeah, because we've been killing some withers in the nether. So we can make it... Well, anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves a little bit, because we're going to do that. We're going to do that a lot. But let's talk XP farm just for a little bit longer, right? So the XP farm is yielding these Mine Stones game token things.
Yeah, I noticed you got a few of them.
We've got quite a lot of them now, haven't we? I just keep dumping them all in there because I think there's more than enough for us to share to have a game if we ever want to have a game again.
There's loads of them.
We'll have to come up with some sort of rules as to how many of each sort we're allowed, because there's some of them that are like 3 on every side and stuff.
I want all the creeper ones.
Just all the creeper ones.
Charge creepers.
All charged creepers, because they're 3 on each side.
Yep.
But there's some that have 4 on a side.
I know. I think
they can beat the creeper ones.
Yeah.
There's like Enderman is 4 on the left. There's Log Dobs Tips, which is 4 to the bottom. And there's some other ones that's like 4 at the top and stuff like that. So it's useful to have a variety, but what you choose to put in, I don't know. But either way, every time we do the XP farm, there's a ton of them dropping out all over the place, right? We've got a chest full of arrows and bones already, which means we never need to worry about that stuff. I've been putting all the enchanted bows in another large chest, and I made myself quite a cool bow. Power 4, Punch 2. I know that you've managed to get yourself an Uber Tinker's bow as well. But I'm sticking with a vanilla bow so that you can have the Tinkers all to yourselves. You're just shooting them from there, just to get them. And then there is some enchanted armor, which I'm not so worried about.
Sorry.
Thanks for that, cheers. And there is some special swords for more swords also become drops. And the Wither's Bane and the Eye Ender are both +8 attack damage, which is more than a standard diamond sword. And they are enchantable, which is nice as well. A speedy bow does whatever a speedy bow does.
I'm not actually shooting them. They're attacking themselves.
You've got them to start attacking amongst themselves. Ah, we're not getting any XP for that then, are we? Okay, well. Use firing now, kill them. What I want to do, though, is upgrade a little bit. I've got a little enchanting set up here with some magical wood. Gives us 30 levels of enchantments. I got a little filing cabinet up here with books that are enchanted and books that are not enchanted. So every 30 levels I've been putting a book in. But I wanted to kind of do something else. Oh man, that bloodstains are still here. I thought covering them over was going to get rid of the bloodstains, but they're still here.
No, you got to break the block, aren't they?
Yeah, but I decided not to break the block. I was going to cover it over and hope that it kind of just covered it up like it was a surface block.
The block ID change.
Oh, it's gonna look okay like that anyway. But I'm going to put an XP drain on here, and that way any experience can go in there, and that's quick, easy top up, as well as having the mob farm. That's the first thing. But I want to see how fast I can level up from 0 to 30. So I'm just going to go along here and grab any of the drops that are down, any of the things that are down, and then just throw all my XP away. Make sure it's all gone. Yep, all gone. I'm empty of XP. One more thing I'm going to do before I start this experiment as well is take my universal card and stick it in this crafting table. You might want to go off and do the same thing in a bit. If you check out the crafting table right now, you'll see that it is an ender card.
Ooh.
If you put the 4 ender pearls around your universal card, you get an ender card. When you've got an ender card in your inventory, any blocks, any coins that go into your inventory automatically go to your account. And so you don't need this bank ATM anymore. You filled it.
I've filled it.
Well, take some out and enchant some books. Make yourself useful.
I've still got 43 levels left.
You've also got going to catch all the loot. I want to catch the loot. See what we get. You turned it off. That's good. Okay.
I'm going to go get me some ender pearls.
Get your ender pearl sorted out. You can use the teleporter, you know.
I did.
So, all right. So, start your stopwatches now.
Start your engine.
Ready. On your marks. Get set. And go. I even do a little jump while I'm doing it down here, just to jump up and down. Oh, the deposited symbols are coming up now. It's saying deposited coins when I'm going past. That's going to be annoying. My chat log's just going to fill up with deposited coins.
How's it say on that? Oh.
Deposited, yeah, all over the place. And I am nearly 30. 30. There. 30.
Oh yeah, I can see it now.
Job's done. Okay, I'm actually 31 after those few seconds.
You lied.
I don't think that took very long at all, did it?
No,
but now, taking a book and enchanting it to just do as many enchantments as possible, just to get some good stuff. Poison 1. Some of these enchantments I don't even care for.
We've got no books.
Books are in the filing cabinet on the right.
There you go, it shows up there.
And then we'll throw the heads away into the filing cabinet. I'm keeping the hearts and the ectoplasm over here in this section.
Bane of arthropods for 30. What the?
Bane of arthropods for 30. You got robbed.
I got robbed.
And then I clear out my inventory, and it's ready to go again for another 30 levels. How awesome is that? The extra XP boost is pretty awesome on it as well, because I've got the XP boost 2 on it. It'd be nice to get some more bits and pieces to take some of these enchantments off things. But there's not that many things in this pack to choose from. There's some Bibliocraft stuff, and there's some stuff from Mine Factory Reloaded. So I can maybe copy some enchantments. One of the things we want to get set up for is going out on an adventure. Going out on an adventure will mean getting the best of the armors. My iron armor's nearly broken. So I've got a suit of diamond armor here. We've also got these more sword stuff. A Wither's Bane probably needs wither heads to repair. An Eye End sword needs Eye of Enders to repair probably. And then there was also a couple of other swords that I thought about getting and enchanting those to see what they're like. I think the shiny was another one. We've got some shiny ingots. Yeah, we've got a couple of shiny ingots.
Pretty sure we have it.
Yeah, because you've already smelted down some shiny ores that you've picked up on the way. So shiny ingots, we've got that. That gives us a sword that is +8 attack damage with the highest durability in the game. So I like that. I'm going to have one of those. There's also the Spectre Sword, which those little skulls, those little blue skulls that we've got stored up, they turn into ingots, and we can use those to make a sword, which is also an awesome sword. Maybe you get that one or something. And what else did I want to do? I also wanted to set up maybe XP showers and all that kind of stuff, but first off, I think I need to sort out the books, because we're getting all the XP. It's like the typesetting table, and there was also the printing press. Yeah, I think they're doable. So we get those sorted out. Get an ink mob farm going, because we've got quite a lot of ink sacks and bits and pieces there. That'll get us going for now. Paper farming and all that kind of stuff. So we've got to take a little bit of time now just to build a few machines and set up a few fairly standard modded Minecraft farming. You've got a little area down here which looks pretty awesome. That's set up ready to do farming for the animals. We're going to set this up properly. So we're going to set up a wheat farm and maybe carrot farm, I guess. A wheat farm or 2 wheat farms to make this breeding, leather-producing, meat-producing cow farm sorted out. So the dinosaurs will always have lots and lots of fresh meat. And we've also got the rest of the mob farm to complete, which needs some like spawners and grinders and some storage for the mob essence. We can turn mob essence into XP, in theory. So there's even more XP. We can auto-enchant and auto-disenchant and stuff like that on things to make that even better. So we've got lots to do between this episode and next episode to prepare you for your awesome Revenge of the CTeam dosage next time. Thank you all very, very much for watching. We're going to get busy now, and we'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye for now.
See you later, guys.